MLB seems to be going out of their way to punish their own league by making poor marketing decision after poor marketing decision. Between MLB blackouts to recent content creator controversies, including a new copyright system which has absolutely purged my channel's content, as well as many of your other favorite creators, and just an overall lack of understanding of what helps an entertainment industry thrive in the first place. Let's start by talking about the most important thing that allows an entertainment industry to thrive. And it's pretty obvious. It's the viewers. Without the viewers, there is nothing. If no one watched baseball, there would be no revenue from the stadium attendance, no revenue from merchandise, and no purchases on MLB TV or other TV stations. If no one was watching baseball on these stations, then they would stop giving MLB money to pay for their rights to the games. Without people watching the games, the advertisers would stop paying them as well. And then there is zero money coming into the league, and with how much these players are being paid and the upkeep that is required for the stadiums, along with the need to pay many stadium workers for each team, the league will almost immediately go bankrupt. That's what happens if viewers stop watching baseball. No viewers, no MLB. With that being said, MLB really seems to not care a ton about their viewers, which is obviously not the correct way to go about handling an entertainment business. I'm going to start with the current issue that is affecting every single content creator on this platform for MLB at the moment. I'm not going to talk about which specific creators that it is affecting. However, multiple creators have talked about their own problems on this topic with their Twitters. So if you want more information, you can go on Twitter, and some creators have talked about it. But I'm not going to talk about the specific creators. It's a little bit out of my range, in my opinion. And it's MLB's new copyright system for YouTube and their media. Specifically, I believe the way that it is checked. You see, every single YouTube video has to go through passes initially, where videos are checked to make sure that there is not copyright material in the videos, at least not an egregious amount. Now, supposedly, MLB is not using a new system. However, there has to be something different. A few days ago, I randomly got hit with 11 of my last 12 videos being claimed as copyrighted material, meaning I do not make money off of those videos anymore. Personally, I spend a lot of time researching, finding clips, script writing, voiceover, and editing. And I do all of this by myself, with no outside help for this content that I make on this channel. And right now, I am not being compensated for that at all because these videos got demonetized due to copyright claims. Again, there's no outside sourcing here. This is my content, I do it all on my own, and sometimes these videos take me 10 to 20 hours. So if I'm making no money at all, I can't do it. To combat this at the moment, I created a Patreon for my channel. If you guys want to support my channel a little bit more to help me continue to make the content that I am currently making, feel free to subscribe to my Patreon. It's $5 a month, and I'll shout you out at the end of each one of my videos while you're subscribed to the Patreon, as long as there's nothing that I'm not allowed to say in your name. If you are unable or do not want to subscribe to it, do not feel pressured at all. It is 100% your decision, and I do not expect everybody to want to subscribe, and that's okay. It's totally up to you. If you want to help out my channel without spending money, feel free to leave a comment saying that you enjoy my channel so that MLB will know that I'm good for the game of baseball and not a problem like right now it seems like they think that these content creators are. If you are interested in the Patreon, the link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Feel free to check it out. I'm done promoting now, but I already know I'm going to get comments saying that this is deserved because I'm stealing MLB copyrighted content or whatever they want to say, something like that. However, under fair use laws, the content that I make should 100% qualify for monetization. There are 4 factors for fair use. 3 of them should apply to the content that I make. The first one is if a video is transformative. Now, let's look at the Jarren Duran video I just made for an example of what I'm talking about. Here is my intro for that video. Less than 2 years ago, the worst moment of Jarren Duran's professional career happened. Now, over 2 2.5 months into the 2024 MLB season, Duran is tied for the 8th most valuable player in all of Major League Baseball, trailing only these 7 superstars. MLB claimed that almost the entirety of this video was not under fair use and copyright, so let's go through the check marks together just to double check that it is. Number 1. Is the video transformative to the original content? The original content was a regular baseball game where the players try to win a game, and the announcers, for the most part, are talking about next to nothing but the current game at hand. Instead of talking about the game in general, I talked about a specific player transforming the content into a story which does not copy the original, meaning this should be allowed under fair use. The second point is the amount of copyrighted segments. I focus on making sure each clip is less than 8 seconds long, unless I absolutely have to make it longer, because I just want to make sure that I'm not using too long of clips for copyright. I use hundreds of clips with multiple graphics over them and multiple article screenshots and things that are not even MLB copyrighted material, even though they claimed those parts of this video too. Like this part right here, where this is my graphic with my highlighting and my background and everything. They claim this. MLB claimed this as their copyrighted material, which clearly it's not. Finally, does it affect the value or market of the original owner? Now, this is the most important part, I believe, because if it's taking money away from the original owner, that's one thing. However, no, it literally doesn't, and you can't even find a way that it does. Simply, there is no way that this would affect Major League Baseball negatively. From a financial standpoint, there is no way this can affect Major League Baseball. No one, and I mean no one, is not going to watch that entire game because of my video, especially because no one was ever going to go back and watch that full game anyway. Along with that, there is literally no way to even watch a full game from the years 2019 through 2020 right now, because MLB does not even have them up on the archives or their full game YouTube channel. So me using a clip from Jarren Duran in 2021, nobody was going to go back and watch that game. The only thing that that's doing for them is giving them free publicity and exposing their players that they have a hard time exposing themselves. I'm trying to help grow the game while also growing a community, which obviously is supposed to compensate me as well. With that being said, and while reviewing with multiple other creators, I am very confident that my content falls under fair use guidelines. And again, this isn't just my content that's being affected, it's multiple other creators that I'm sure many of my viewers also watch that are getting affected by this information. However, after appealing the copyright claim, I got denied on all 11 of my appeals, meaning that MLB claimed that the content was not under fair use, which causes me to lose revenue for those videos. Getting back to the main point of this video, it doesn't seem like MLB really understands the value that social media and content creation as a whole can bring in for a company. It's free advertising for the league. MLB does not pay me for my content, and I am not employed by MLB. So whatever viewers I bring to my channel is free advertisement for MLB. And even if I make 5 people out of my 4.5 thousand subscribers care more about baseball, that benefits the sport way more than it hurts it. And that's just me. There are hundreds of other creators on this platform that also help grow the game to people that might not have even been interested without their content. And if MLB can't see that, it's just another way that they're shooting themselves in the foot right now. There are multiple other ways that MLB loves to shoot themselves in the foot, like MLB TV blackouts. These are just absurd in my opinion. Baseball, unfortunately, is not a sport like the NFL where a regular viewer will watch an out-of-market game that is not from their favorite team. However, they will watch their favorite team a lot if you have a good fan. Now, the issue with that is, with MLB TV, you cannot watch your local team when you're inside the state that the team plays, and sometimes even bordering states. Basically, this is one of the biggest factors in turning casual MLB viewers away from MLB TV. If they cared more about the viewers instead of TV deals as much as they do, they could probably make a better experience on MLB TV and allow in-market games to their platform. Of course, that would make them take a hit on their revenue from channels like Bally Sports, Nessun, and Yes, who pay for the rights to these games, and they'd rather take the extra money than help the viewer experience be a better one for the people that support and allow the league to function. What about the 2021 MLB lockout, where they shut down baseball for 99 days and made fans suffer by completely shutting down an entire offseason? This was done mainly because of money disputes. There were other reasons as well, but if you're denying that the main reason was money, you're inherently wrong. There is nothing other than money that was the biggest factor. With each MLB team averaging a value of $2.6 billion, and there being 30 teams, that means the teams themselves are worth over $75 billion. And they were arguing over $50K for league minimums instead of continuing to promote their product and allow their fans to consume the content that they love. This is just one of the many ways that MLB drops the ball in viewership experience, and it's kind of embarrassing at this point. What about the Fanatics situation that happened this year? The jersey prices went up even though they were clearly cheaply made and clearly had less quality than in years past. But the fans of Major League Baseball who want a jersey for their new players would need to buy one of those lower quality jerseys at a higher price, or you're not going to get a jersey. Finally, I'm not saying I or the other content creators should be allowed to use their content for free necessarily and make money off of it, even though under fair use I should be allowed to. But that's not even what I'm saying. There's just no alternative. It's either I make content where I don't get paid, I don't make content, or I make content with no clips playing over the background and I grow the game less than I currently am. Please give me a way to pay for access to these clips so I can continue to grow the game like I want to. Please, that's all I ask. I and many other content creators will pay a fee to get access to the clips. However, if you're not offering it, these are our options, and they're not good. There's no real options for us content creators if these are the only ones. With that being said, MLB needs to realize that the viewers, like you guys watching, are the ones that run the show. I know that you guys are the ones that run my channel. Without you guys, this whole monetization issue wouldn't even be a problem with me because I wouldn't get any money in the first place. You guys are the reason why I'm able to focus on what I am right now. And this is the exact same situation with Major League Baseball. They need to know the value of marketing and their consumers. Again, if you watched to this point, please leave a comment explaining how I have helped you increase your knowledge or love for baseball. And leave a like on the video to help its reach. And go out and support some other MLB creators as well. We all need it right now. Thanks again.